just some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. The Dome, home to the Orange and Syracuse University. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on another team from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tar Heels offense is on the field for the first time today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Makes the catch. It's Ship. Still on his feet. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And that's why it's so important to get it to your guys quickly. That's just a simple hitch route. But because the quarterback didn't hesitate, he put it on him right away. He had space to work after he made the catch. Was able to make a defender miss and set up a nice play for the offense.
Finds his tight end. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Got a man. It's Ship. Tackled there by the defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The pull and throw off the RPO. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Lopez to pass. Pulls it in. It's Johnson.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Got it behind the line. It's Culliver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. First drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Tar Heels! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Syracuse's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
Syracuse, 0.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Cook. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gill.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. Off play action. He's going to take off. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Willis. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Syracuse might take a shot here on second and short. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. He's got him wide open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. Looking to throw on first down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Lopez wants to fire. Wide open downfield. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And the Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Snagged out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely central New York.
And the Tar Heels will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Lost one deep down the right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him move outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets past the marker. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Ross. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Plays like that, a common sight for Syracuse fans a year ago as Kyle McCord led the nation in passing. The Orange won 10 games, won their highest profile bowl in a quarter of a century. Without McCord, what's the expectation now, David?
I mean, it was crazy, first of all, what Fran Brown did. Like, to take Syracuse and to make them believe, and then the high-flying offense, but now completely retooling, reloading like all the pass catchers at the quarterback spot. So interested to watch this offense and how they put it together, because last year they found an absolute diamond in the rough.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll move the tight end. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Makes the catch! Touchdown, Syracuse! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Lopez to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Gauze. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Here's a hit. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The idea was to sell that play fake. Nobody was buying it.
You're right, Reese. That D-line, they looked like they had their ears pinned back, and they were coming after the quarterback. You saw dudes rush upfield. They got to that QB fast.
And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Creates a little room. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's fourth and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Lopez wants to fire. Makes the catch. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. And they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
The Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man on the right. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end. Touchdown, UNC! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. An 84-yard drive there, and what a huge score and extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going deep. He's got it on the outside. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Ross. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up. Maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Back to pass on second down. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game, late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun. Give on the inside. Turning it on. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Lopez to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got the tight end. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give out of the gun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
1st and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Lopez wants to fire. Wide out trying to get it in. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, North Carolina! They jump on top here in OT. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
No, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14.
That makes the score North Carolina 21, Syracuse 14.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Ross. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The quick out. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
He's looking to throw. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Cuse. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a 2nd OT. And the extra point was good. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the 2nd OT. They'll test the right side. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. He'll try it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
3rd and long, and they love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass, but up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run, and they did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Lopez to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Owens. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Gauze. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers, it's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires toward the end zone. A game winner. What a finish in double overtime with a touchdown.
North Carolina.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.